Alright, it's the number 231 of my accountability to myself. I appreciate everyone's attention who watches this, and this is second attempt of recording this video because the first one was interrupted because I ran out of storage on my phone. Great, so without further ado, I should just start right away because it's almost midnight. It's like 11:50 p.m. or something, and I would like to go to sleep. But for example, the first positive thing that happened today, I slept 9 hours. That's great. That's honestly great because the other days I couldn't reach that amount of hours per night, right? It could be like 6 or 5. So 9 hours, that was great. But yeah, in general, I need to sleep like 7.5 or 8, something like that. So I woke up at 8 and I spent like 20 minutes reflecting, and I was thinking about some things. There was one topic very important for me to think about, and another one about language. What should I study during the summer while recording all that stuff? Because the main focus is not even on language, but I would say on making content, trying to attract audience somehow, because in my opinion it should be interesting with something like this is going on. And if I'm gonna be doing it for 90 days, at least I should understand the direction. Yeah, I would say when the most important, I want to understand better how to make this type of contents, this short content, when you can meet all of the requirements to make good quality video, informative, when you can keep attention, all that stuff. It's very important because everyone fights for someone's attention in this world nowadays, and we need to understand how to do this. And one of the best ways to do this is through practicing. So I should be making that content. I was thinking what language should I choose, because theoretically I had like 3 choices. The first one is Spanish, just because it's the easiest language to start studying for. Like one of these is obvious, like Polish or something would be way easier for me, but well, for example, Spanish would be pretty easy language, and also Italian, but Italian I don't really want to study. It's not related anyhow to what I'm gonna do, so it makes no sense. Spanish is at least more or less valuable language on international level, so it's not bad. And yeah, also I was considering Turkish and French because I just want to master this language, but I think it wouldn't be that interesting to record all this stuff because I already know a lot of French, but still it could work because I would try to accelerate all it, not to accelerate, to improve, to enhance level of my French, right? Second, I thought about Turkish because it's also interesting language. That's the language that I would really like to try to learn, but I think the progress will be, my learning curve will be slower, will be lower. I don't know. So the thing is that I want to be able to progress as fast as in Spanish because it's different type of language and I don't really understand how the fuck it works. On the other hand, it's kind of challenge. It's nice. That would be even more interesting. But I don't want to overcomplicate it, so I would go for French or for Spanish, honestly, because this is a language that won't be really hard to study. This is language that more or less useful, and this is language that I don't know at all, so it will be interesting to start it from scratch and to see what level can I reach in 90 days. The same thing we have with Turkish, but I'm not sure that I will be able to study that language properly. I think that I might encounter more troubles that I won't be able to solve, or that will stop my progress, that will discourage me, something like that. But I have one more day to think. And tomorrow probably I will meet up with my friends. I can talk it over with him as well, because his opinion would be valuable in this case. So yeah, it doesn't matter which language I'm choosing. I have the same structure because both languages I start from scratch. But again, Spanish would be easier, definitely. So yeah, I decided I'm supposed to start doing that no matter what. Regardless what's going on around, I'm fucking supposed to record these videos for 90 days. At least start, alright? At least start first week to see how it's going. And first week will be the hardest one, honestly, because I have exams, I need to prepare, and on top of that, I'm adding making content, like 1 hour 30 of studying plus recording video. Knowing my perfectionism, I won't be able to record video in a couple of minutes. It will take me at least half an hour because dozens of attempts to make this video proper. Especially in the beginning, it will take a lot of time to adjust to the style of making content, how it's required for short form. Yeah. Another thing, I wanted to go to the gym in the morning, but also I wanted to get my parcel, and I expected to have my parcel in the morning because it was supposed to be processed yesterday and I was supposed to receive it yesterday, but something happened and they told me at 9 a.m. like, oh, sorry, some kind of delay occurred, we cannot deliver your parcel today, it will be tomorrow. I thought, all right, tomorrow morning, like today morning, I will get my parcel. I was waiting, I was updating my email every 10 minutes, and I low-key wasted 1 hour 30 minutes because I was just making one video. I was just editing a lot of stuff. It doesn't make sense at all because I didn't really need that video. It was more like for fun. But I spent 1 hour 30 or something. Then I went to the gym, I worked out, still updating constantly my emails, hoping that I will get my parcel. Nothing. So I had my workout, I returned home, and it was almost 2 p.m., which is horrible because, well, not 2, I think like 1 p.m. or something. And that was horrible because I haven't done anything in the morning, and when I returned home it was already 1 p.m., which is really, really late. And I don't remember what I started doing, but I was watching a video about how can you change yourself in 90 days, like your identity, right? And there were 4 pillars in the video, or 6 pillars in the video. One of them was about identity change, and it made a lot of sense to me because the thing that the guy suggested in that video was write down the entire list of qualities that person that you want to become would have, characteristics, some values, principles, how he reacts emotionally, how he speaks, and all that stuff. And then try to act it in first day, try to act that way again and again until you reach that point. And it makes sense. And one, for example, one of the things that was really useful to me that actually, I would say, helped me to comprehend how should I act is writing a list of your enemy that you would be scared of. For example, if I had an enemy who's like insanely confident, who's not scared of failure, who doesn't give a fuck about others' opinion, who, you know, all that stuff, all of those qualities that make person incredibly confident and I don't know, interesting, like the type of person who you admire, because you look at that person like, fuck, no way it's possible to be that person. And it's so hard to actually gain that confidence, because confidence is something that you prove to yourself. It's not something that you do in front of others. It's something that you do when no one watches. Like when you promise to yourself that in the morning I do this, and that. This is my plan, I should execute it. And if you execute, you gain that confidence. If you finally achieve something, you gain that confidence. But if you postpone, and as a result of that, you refuse opportunities, therefore you're not really changing anything, you keep pulling yourself down. So confidence is also a lot about your execution, about the way you're acting, about the way you're living this life, making decisions, and so on. So I wrote at least, and I wrote a lot of things also that I'm supposed to get done. And yeah, it took me some time, especially plan 7 days plan for Spanish. It took a lot of time, and afterwards I wanted to start studying, but I decided I need to write a LinkedIn post, and I literally wanted to do so because the other days I made my agent that analyzes all the information, so I genuinely wanted to share it, and I just somewhere wanted to have this post so that I can return later on, reread it, and realize that that was something that happened to me, that I started with, right? By the way, another thing, I would genuinely like to dedicate more time to working with AI, creating automatizations, maybe trying to make app, something like that, which also requires a ton of time. And I'm just trying to think about all the stuff that I'm gonna be doing during the summer, and I'm afraid that my attention will be scattered, and it will be a big mistake because I won't be able to execute none of the things properly. But I will see. I will try to keep my focus, and I will try not wasting my time because I want to be able to allow it to allow to do that, right? What I was even talking about? I just got 2 messages distracted me. Yeah, so I done a lot of stuff. I don't really want to be thinking about that. I will see how it works, but yeah, I will need to do some stuff. We'll see how it works. So I wrote my LinkedIn post, I posted it, that was nice. And after that I decided I need to have my dinner. And to have my dinner, I had my dinner, and after the dinner I decided, all right, I need to start studying. I only wanted to start studying English, and I got a message from my friend that we can talk in French, and I thought, yes, I definitely need it because it's a rare occasion for me to speak in French, so I don't want to miss out on that opportunity. That's why I said, like, hell yeah, we need to speak French. And well, not that much time actually. We spent talking maybe like 15 minutes or something, and then I started studying international business communication vocabulary. I don't think I've learned something specific. Oh yeah, there was one word, I don't even remember that word, but I like that. It's hard to describe it because I don't remember. Well, I can check. I'm not sure I will be able to pronounce it properly. By the way, it's exactly midnight right now. Oh, never mind. Oh, where is that? Inundated. Should be something like that. And I don't even honestly remember what does it mean, but it's whatever, right? So yeah, I spent 45 minutes going through that vocabulary because I still have half of the list, and I will have my exam next Wednesday, and I need to practice writing summaries. And there's also another part of vocabulary which is easier because that part of vocabulary is purely focused on describing graphs, charts, and stuff like that, which is not hard because you're saying, oh, there it goes down, then it goes up, there it fluctuates, then it's skyrocketed. then it dropped down, something like that. So it's not really hard, but still I will need to spend some time. Great. So and then it was 9 something p.m. and I decided to check my mail. Still I didn't have anything, and I decided to open my check-in number and to check condition of my parcel. And there was update that I was not updated about, that the parcel has already arrived, but since I have everything in French, I don't really understand everything very accurately, so sometimes I may miss something. And I see that like we have already delivered your parcel, so you will be able like to receive it. But the thing that was mentioned there, I will be able to receive it tomorrow, because it arrived not to the post where I can get it right now. It arrived somewhere in their network, or I don't know. And they did not process that parcel probably or something, and I couldn't get it today. So hopefully I will get this tomorrow morning, because it's so annoying. Honestly, it's so annoying when I'm supposed to get my parcel on Wednesday, but then they don't deliver it because they say I'm not at home, even though I am at home. Then they fucking miss one day. They miss another day because they promised to bring it to me, to have it in their post for post. So in their office the next day. They did not have it today, and today they promised me that it's supposed to be tomorrow. I hope it will be morning, 9 a.m, so that after the gym I can go and I can pick it up. Yeah, and after that I returned home. It was 10 p.m, but I spent 45 minutes studying logistics. I finished third chapter, which was about difference between purchasing and procurement, and which was explaining the procurement steps. There are 6 steps. I don't remember the first: specifying, then choosing, not like specifying, then kind of listing, because like you're specifying what do you need. You make list of partners, then you make short list of partners, then you're making contract negotiating, then you're buying, and then like follow-ups and all that stuff, if I'm not mistaken, like something like that. 6 steps. Also, there are 3 levels of your strategy, which is operational level, is like when you're deciding what will be your strategy. You decide, wait, it's 3rd level operational, what the fuck am I saying? It's strategic level. Strategic is the first one, when you're deciding what your company, what the direction of your company, what is the structure of your company, partnerships, so it requires years. Then we have another thing, another level. So after strategic one, we have tactical, and for tactical it requires looking for suppliers, negotiating contracts, all that stuff, which like choosing quality, which requires weeks, months. And then 3rd is operational level, when just day-to-day stuff you order, then you check the quality, whether or not your suppliers adhere to the contract, stuff like that. I don't know why am I talking about that, but well, it's something that I was studying today in a nutshell. And after that I spent also 30 minutes studying French, and that's why it's midnight already. But I genuinely wanted to execute at least some steps, because I feel like I cannot neglect my schedule, even though low-key I did a little. Yeah, I have not executed half of my schedule today. Well, I will try to do that tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm not gonna be spending 2 hours in the morning to waste my time. I won't be writing posts, I won't be writing anything. So if I don't waste my time tomorrow, I will be able to spend it productively, even though I have and other stuff in evening, but well, it doesn't matter. So without being said, that's it for today.